Hello everyone, GoldenNova here. After a long-awaited anticipation period, the Banlist has finally dropped. And now I'm wearing a blindfold because I have to be extra about this. I have slaved through 6 hours of work, not looking a single bit at the internet, starving myself for content for this, so I hope all of you appreciate what's going down here. I've blindfolded myself, and my assistant, Delilah Unknown, is going to be off screen. They're going to be reading me the ban list and trying to fake me out the entire time, and we'll see how many I can catch. The blindfold here will keep me from reading any visual tells because you are a horrible poker player.
Well, fuck you.
Ah, wonderful. Anyway, let's get this crazy experiment off the ground. Delilah, please. What's our first pick on the list?
Well, do we want to start with the forbidden list, or do we want to start with a lower tier?
No, let's go from forbidden and work our way down.
All right. The classic, as they call it. The first one is Orchest Harp Horror.
It's just gone?
Yeah, it's forbidden.
No, I'm calling out on that one. How do you play Orchest without harp horror? That's ridiculous.
Maybe that's the point.
No, that got limited or something. That's
right.
No, I'm calling butts on that one. What's the next one?
All right, the next one is. I might have a little hard time saying this, so hopefully you can get your amazing mind on it. Prenaplant Triffifififish.
That's the
purple one.
That's the purple, like the third. Why?
Oh, it's just forbidden.
No, yeah, that's also super polymerization wasn't that bad. Unless I'm out on that one too. I can't believe that one.
All right. Next up is Thunder Dragon Colossus, forbidden.
That one I can kind of see. Like I didn't think Thunders were that bad right now, but I guess if they're bringing the power level of everything down, then Colossus could be like really powerful, but I'm going along with this one because I've said no to everything else so far, and that seems kind of reasonable, but if that's true, that seems a little overboard.
All right. And forbidden as well, Mystic Mine.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that one purely on personal basis. That was just not a fun pick. So now I can play Block Dragon Burning Abyss a lot safer now. So I'm down with that.
Next up, forbidden is Heavy Metal Foes Electra something.
Wow. Holy cow. They must be really scared of pendulum stuff. I'll go for that one too. It was previously limited because of how ridiculously powerful it is, and as long as Electromite's around, it's going to enable some really silly stuff. But I still think you can play pendulums fine without it. You just can't do busted Electromite combos, so I agree with that one. I think that one's true.
That one's true.
I think that one's true.
All right. Next up.
Now you're making me doubt it if you're going to use that voice. That's why I have the blindfold on. You're not supposed to play to my fears.
That's what makes it more fun for the viewers.
Darn
I'm
it.
here for them, not for you.
Darn it, you're right.
Next up, forbidden. The World Chalice Justicar.
I'll also go along with that one. Justicar did a lot of open to the road for a lot of busted combos, but that really sucks because like I made a whole joke about that when I was talking about Yusei stuff, and now the joke doesn't mean anything because you can't play it. Now it and Denglong are banned. That's I'm of two minds, but yeah, I believe that.
Okay, the next one is Salomon Great Sunlight Wolf.
Forbidden?
Yeah.
No, no, there's no way. How do you play Salomon Great without Wolf? I mean, it does a lot of really good stuff for the deck. It's definitely what you would hit if you wanted to bring it out of competition, but to just get rid of it? No, I don't believe that.
Next is Tempest Magician. Forbidden.
Tempest Magician. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I believe that one. Crazy Tempest Magician FCKs have... I don't know if they've been like a tournament ruiner at this point, but it still opens the door for some crazy shenanigans. So yeah, I think Tempest Magician should just get out of here. I agree with that one.
Okay. Next up on the forbidden list is Outer Entity as a Thought, as in they are a thought.
If it's an exceed, she's a thought. No, I'm okay with that one. That was just another card that just made busted combos happen. Anyone that could make a rank 4 without any effort could just go into it and then shut off anything. It made Nibiru counterplay not even matter. So no, yeah. If if it's not true, I'm going to be very upset, but I believe that.
Okay. Next up on the list is Droll and Lockbird Forbidden.
That seems like a weird hit. Like, you figure they would have gotten rid of it when the Trickstar draw lock was a thing. And as far as I know, that's not really one of the big hand traps that people are running nowadays. In fact, I always hear that it's the worst card that they run whenever they do it. So, I mean, I guess I'm going to agree with it on the grounds that yeah, it's busted whenever it resolves nicely, but it seems weird. But I agree.
Next is Solomon Great Marigastili blah 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 Mirage Stilia.
They banned Mirage Stalio?
Sure.
The Xyz one.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, you're going really deep on this whole Salomon grade hits right now. Trying to.
I mean, do you believe it's true or not?
I would believe Mirage Stalio over Sunlight Wolf. Because Mirage Stalio does so much crazy stuff on its own, on top of just being enabled very easily by Gazelle and Spinny. So I would believe a Mirage Stalio just cut from the format, but not Sunlight Wolf. I'm still standing by that. But Mirage Stalio, yeah, I believe that.
All right. Okay, so the next forbidden card is Brilliant Fusion.
What? No, I'm not. I don't believe that one. They already limited it, and then no one played it. So why would they? No, I don't believe that one. That's not true.
Is it just because you think I have a bias against Brilliant Fusion?
Yes, that too. You hate a wholesome card that's never done anything wrong to anyone. It was never a problem. Thunder Dragons happened, and they hit Thunder Dragons. Brilliant Fusion should be going up instead of down. So no, I'm calling garbage on that one. That one's not. That one's fake. That one's fake.
That one's fake. Okay. Forbidden Terraforming.
Wow, they don't. I believe that one. Field spells have been power creeping so hard, and I guess just being able to play 4 of any field spell just is too much. So yeah, I'll jump on that bandwagon.
All right. Sky Striker. I'm sorry. Sky Striker. Mobilize. Engage.
Forbidden.
Yes. Engage.
Oh please, yes, God. I'm agreeing with this one on the basis of I'm tired. I'm so tired. Delilah, it's been years now.
I thought you were still upset about Mystic Mine.
Mystic Mine is what? I'm upset about both of them.
Oh.
Especially when you put them together. That was horrendous. Oh, I'll just play Mystic Mine and play one Hayate and smack you for game over and over again. But no, Mobilize Engage. It's weird though, because like the deck's identity is Engage. Like
Engage.
Yeah, watch Picard on CBS. But no, like they've limited, unless they change anything else, they've limited Hornet Drones, they've limited Widow Anchor, Multi-Roll, Kagari, and then now you can't even search any of the main deck ones because you don't have any Engage. So like, how would you even play that deck anymore?
Don't know.
I think I'm going on a limb here and saying that it's not forbidden. I think limited makes more sense, but I don't believe a total forbidden.
Okay, so you do not believe me, is what you're saying.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
It was hit, just not to that degree.
Okay.
But if it is hit to that degree, I'm gonna be so happy.
All right. Forbidden, Solemn Strike.
Oh. That seems weird that they would hit strike before Solemn Judgment. This one's a conditional one. If Solemn Judgment gets banned too, I believe this. But I don't think we live in a world where you can ban strike before Judgment. It's technically, I think strike hits summons, whereas Judgment can't. Oh man, this is the point where we figure out that I don't have my effects memorized nearly as much There's like a little thing that Strike can do that Judgment can't, but I feel like with the wide range that Judgment can do, you ban that first. So I don't believe this one. Unless Judgment happens, then I believe it.
Solemn Judgment.
Wow, that was really like I hate that because they both have the same like first name, so of course they'd be next to each other on the list. Oh my god, I'm okay. I'm gonna say I believe it. It does. No one's playing it in any of the big decks that are going on right now, but if they're trying to knock all of them down with big hits, then you can't just leave things like Altergeist and Guru with things like triple strike, triple judgment. So I'm going on a limb here and saying that I believe both of those picks. Those are both forbidden.
Let's move on to the limited list. First one up. Danger, Nessie.
Oh, yeah, sure, I guess. People stopped playing them and wide range stopped playing them after they got hit to 2 each, but I love running the dangers myself, but I also hate it when everyone else resolves it, so yeah, I'll believe that. It's really powerful for almost zero investment, so I believe that.
Dino Wrestler Pink. What the fuck? Dino Wrestler Pankatop. You know what? I got it. Dino Wrestler Panko Crumbs.
We're just going to take your Dino Wrestlers here, we're going to put them in the batter, and we're going to have ourselves a little tempura. Wow, this kind of goes in line with the judgment hits, I guess. Most decks that are trying to retaliate against big turn 1 boards. No, I don't know. I think I'm talking about my butt right now. It seems so weird, but like almost everyone is playing 3 of as a side deck card, and something like that does kind of hinder format diversity. Like, because if it's that strong that it can just answer anything, then it's not fair that you can just rip a Panko Crumbs off the top and then just blast something while also having a 2700 attack body. So I don't know. I'll agree with the limit on that one. I think it's against my better nature, but I agree with that.
All right. Next up on the limited list, Servant of Endymion.
Is it 1?
Yes.
Criminy, I'll go for it. Seems weird that they would hit Electromite and the Servant cards, because I feel like once you get rid of the link that lets you search any Pendulum monster, then the whole archetype just kind of takes a nosedive in a way, but I guess that's the one you hit. It's the most impactful one. You're almost always running 3 of those, and every other Endymion that you put in there that isn't the Mighty Master is just like ways to fill space. Like if you could play 6 copies of it, you'd be playing it. So yeah, I'd go with a 1 of hit on that. I agree.
Okay. Limited Trickstar Candina.
So like she went from 3 to 1?
Yeah.
I feel like she was already limited. I think I'm getting bongoed here.
You might be confusing with another Trickstar.
Well, like it was Light Stage that they put to 1. Did they not also my brain is telling me no, that this is getting my leg pulled, so I'm saying no cuz I just feel like she was already limited. Everyone laugh at me in the comments right now for not knowing anything about competitive Yu-Gi-Oh and actual current ban lists. But no, I'm taking a hard pass on that one.
Okay. Limited True King. Oh God.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is it Lithosagem?
You call him Lithosagem the Disaster. I call him True King Lesage the Disaster.
No! They can't bring him back! That's like bringing a good Dragon Ruler back. Oh no! It doesn't matter if there's 1, it's searchable with one of the most popular field spells ever printed! Why do they want dinos in the front? No, that's no, I'm saying no.
Are you saying no because you don't want it to be true, or are you saying no because you think that I've delved this far deep into my research of how to confuse you.
The first two, not the third, but mostly because I'm having problems with words now because the blindfold is in my ear. I don't know, that's a lie. No, it enables so much random stuff, and it's one of, oh man, are they doing this to push generators? Like, is that the one? Oh man, I bet that's what they're doing, but I still don't believe it. I'm taking a hard stance on this one. We can't have Lithos agent back. He's not allowed. This is a no.
Alright, True King Lozenge or Lozenge.
Lozenge.
Lozenge, thank you, Lozenge.
True King Lozenge, the
yeah, that bitch. Alright, moving forward. Limited, Card of Demise.
Card of Demise. And I believe that was at 3 beforehand. I'd buy that. Like, that card is just the nuts in any deck that can actually take. Like, there's a thing to be said for build around cards like Card of Demise. Like, because you sacrifice playing a deck that is able to do more things, like being able to special summon freely. And it's fun, but then you have stuff like that in True Kings that is able to swarm like Card of Demise was trying to stop, except it's all normal summons, so you get to just break the card without having to actually do any building around. It just slots in there, and you just get a bunch of free pluses. So I think limiting to 1 makes sense. I'm approving that one. That's a true limit.
Okay. Limited, Draconic Diagram.
What was that before?
I don't think I should tell you.
Oh, that's...
Because that kind of makes it harder for... That makes it easier for you to tell.
That's fair. Draconic Diagram... Was it at 1? I feel... No, I'm probably misremembering that one. That feels like too much of a hit, but... Yeah, I guess if you're going to bring back Lithos Agem, then limiting that and being in a format where terraforming is gone is better because it's not as searchable. And it's only really a problem if it's in your hand, which the field spell lets you do. If you summon it off of something like the New World Legacy Abomination, that quick play spell, then it's not as horrible. So, yeah, I believe it more because Lithos Agem is back. So, yeah, I approve that.
Limited, Called by the Grave.
Called by the Grave. Yikes. That... If Pankratops is true, this also kind of makes sense. It was just a 3 of in every deck. So many cards are graveyard reliant. It's a great way to get rid of them. But the problem is that we already semi-limited Called by the Grave, and everyone hated that format because it was less ways to answer all the good graveyard stuff, so they bumped it back to 3. And I have a hard time believing that in an age where... No, now I'm thinking bad because like maybe they are getting rid of all the good decks, and that means a lot of good graveyard effects are gone now. But I'm still holding by that we need a card like Called by the Grave in the format at 3. So I'm calling bogus on that one. That's not good. That's not a true.
Drago?
What about Drago?
True. You said not true, and then I followed with Draco.
Oh, not true. God, you're destroying me on the pun front, you absolute monster.
Alright, next up. Into the Void, Limited.
Yeah, I agree with Into the Void on that one. It was another one of those ways to just play less than 40 cards in your deck without actually having to do much of anything. Just opening Into the Void in your opening hand was the same thing as opening Upstart Goblin, except you didn't have to give your opponent life points, and if you're the kind of deck that's turboing out all of your cards... You had to be in a situation where your opponent like stunned you and then you lost all your cards. But if you're playing as normal, you're not giving anything up by playing Into the Void. Your hand's going to be gone anyway. I'm glad Into the Void is gone, so I'm going to agree with that one. That's a true.
Next up, Pot of Avarice, Limited.
Pot of Avarice?
Pot of Avarice.
No, that's so... There's not a format that can be bad in, especially in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! We banned that in like Synchro days, and it's only gotten worse. There's no way Pot of Avarice is back. That's a hard out. No, none of that. 0.
Next up, Sekka's Light.
At 1?
Your voice just started like it sounded like you were to start crying.
I am, but I'm crying internally.
Well, that's what the towel's for.
What? No, I don't believe that one either. Sekka's Light was a problem in one deck, and that was Thunder Dragon back when they were like super big and they didn't feel like playing, like all their monster effects were just that good. The only other deck that's playing that nowadays is like Block Dragon Burning Abyss, and that personally hurts me, and I've almost never won a game with it, which either says that the deck isn't a problem or I suck at Yu-Gi-Oh, and I really want all of you to say the first one. Point is, I can't accept that on a personal level. It's not at 1. No. No, I don't believe it.
Super Polymerization 1.
I don't believe that one either. They've built so much powerful boss monsters that are difficult to interact with, and Super Poly was one of the only ways to deal with it, except only lower tier decks were playing it. If you were playing it as a meta deck, then it was like a sideboard pick, and you had to commit extra deck space in decks that didn't have space to give. It was legitimately a choice to put cards like Starving Venom in there. So I don't believe that one either. That seems bad. I'm a no-go on that one.
Next, limited Red Reboot.
Oh. I mean, I already agreed that Solemn, Judgment, and Strike were true. And if that's the case, I also agree with Red Reboot. It is an issue to have an entire back row of your opponents that's just Solemns all the way down without having a way to interact with it in a meaningful way. And Red Reboot does that. But if you're going to take away the Solemns, then I think it's only fair to also get rid of Red Reboot so that not every other trap in the game hurts for it. I liked having it because I don't play a lot of traps, but I do agree that it does limit a lot of design space and is just bad for lower tier decks. They're just trying to have fun with their trap cards, so I agree with that. Red Reboot to 1 makes sense.
Okay. Royal Decree.
Royal Decree the
trap card.
Royal Decree the trap card. I don't think that's. Wait a sec. So why would they limit Red Reboot? And no one was playing that one. No one was playing that to stop trap cards. Why would they? I'm calling a 0 on that one. That's not true.
Okay. Next up, the semi-limiteds.
Ooh.
First one. At 2, Deep Sea Diva.
From 1, I think that's where she was at.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, that's fair, but no, I agree with that. They're pushing a whole Deep Sea Diva archetype in, I think, Eternity Code it is, and it would be really lame for them to have a whole deck built around a limited tuner. So, no, yeah, I honestly expected it to go to 3, this ban list, but 2 is... but I agree with 2.
The Ash Blossom Ghost Girl.
Ash Blossom at 2. Oh man, they're hitting a lot of, if they're true, they're hitting a lot of powerful things, but also hitting a lot of things to stop powerful things. That's just an interesting overall power ceiling lowering, but I'd go for it. Ash Blossom is just, it's so wide-reaching, and it's just another one of those, I'll just play 3 of this in my deck because you need to play it to stop your opponent, because searching and interacting with your deck is such a vital thing. So I think it's been long enough. You can start hitting Ash. So yeah, I agree with that.
All right. Mind Control at 2.
Oh, Mind Control. I think that's... I don't know about that one, because Mind Control was a 3 of beforehand, and it was a really nice way to take stuff, but I don't think anyone was actually playing it very often. if I'm not mistaken, it's just a great card if you have the deck space to open up your opponent's field against monsters that are otherwise crazy resistant to it. And because it didn't have a once per turn clause, it was just easier to play, but I don't know. I'm saying no on that one. I don't feel like that should be on the list right now because no good deck is playing this as part of their lists, and it was a great way for lower tier decks to find a way to fight those kind of cards. Kind of the same way that polymerization is not super polymerization was not hit. It's the same deal. That's a lie. That's not a hit.
Okay. At 2, semi-limited, Monster Reborn.
No, I'm calling no on that one too. Monster Reborn is like that one's kind of the reverse problem. No one was playing Monster Reborn, but that was because there were just a lot of other easier options. If your deck was meant to get things out of the graveyard, it didn't need Monster Reborn's help, but Monster Reborn is not a once per turn card, unlike World Legacy, the World Legacy one that does the same thing but with link zones. But Monster Reborn is like, it's so good in multiples, you can just start reviving things, and if you get interrupted, it's like, oh man, it sucks that you used your resource, Monster Reborn. Oh, and I can keep playing. No, I gotta call Ixnay on that one too.
Okay. Semi-limited at 2, Raigeki.
That, I guess, they shouldn't do that. I think for money reasons, Konami's not doing that because Lightning Storm is coming out in like a couple weeks with Ignition Assault, and that's got to be like a secret rare that everyone's going to play. You wouldn't print that if you planned on making Raigeki more available. So I'm calling nopes on that one.
Semi-limited tour guide from the underworld.
Oh my god. I want that to be true, but I don't think that I deserve to have 2 tour guides, so I have to say no. Tour guides are just so good in all the decks that I personally play, and no one else does. Which is why I think it should be higher up on the list, but I don't think I'm going to get something so nice, so I have to disagree with that one out of self-deprecation.
Semi-limited at 2, Lost Wind.
Lost Wind, they might do that because they made a similar card for Eternity Code, but that seems weird. I'm calling no on that one too because that just seems like a weird out there kind of hit. So yeah, no to that one.
We have now reached Unlimited.
Oh baby.
This is where the shit gets good. First Unlimited card. Dad.
Dark Arm Dragon wasn't doing anything. That's fine. I doubt that any deck that wasn't running it at 2 is going to start running it at 3. I had high hopes for Dad when it came back. I thought it'd be really cool, just like a drop it on the field and just start removing stuff kind of card. But it never caught on, and I don't think an Unlimited will do that. So I gotta agree with this one. It just doesn't feel as impactful as it used to be.
Daddy never came through for you, huh?
It doesn't matter if he's back to 3. I still think he's at the store getting smokes.
Okay, I need a moment.
He told me he'd meet me at the YCS Top Cuts. He's never been there for years.
He's never been there for you. It hurts because it's true. Alright, the next Unlimited card is Cyberjar.
No! Cyberjar's not coming back. Why would they make their judges deal with a card like Cyberjar? Everyone should go read that right now. If it's not up on the screen right now, you should go read it and then realize that this was printed back before Konami knew what card design actually was, and that's why they banned it. That's not true. That's not at all true.
Next card, Lady Debug.
Yeah, Lady Debug should be at 3 because if it's true, they slaughtered Salamangreats, so the rest of Cybers shouldn't like hit the rest of Cyber should be punished for it. But even if, and I still don't believe it, even if they banned Sunlight Wolf, everyone was just using Flame Buffalo anyway. I think that's not going to change. It's so good. Lady Debug at 3. Boost those other Cyber decks that we all wanted to play, like Math Mech.
Alright. Unlimited. Maxi.
No. YuGiOh's not ever going to be in a place again where special summoning is not the most broken thing. And Max C ends up doing like the reverse of fixing the problem. It just makes it a game of who's going to blink first. And those games are so boring. They're not bringing back Max C. It was fun while it lasted, but then the game got too fast and made the card even more powerful. So I've got to... There's a primal urge in me that says, yes, Max C is at 3. You don't have to worry about playing well, Zane. You can just draw Max C and win games. But no, you can't. It's not true.
Unlimited. Masterpiece, the true Draco Slaying King.
No, I will not. No, he's never allowed to come back. If that's at 3, I don't care if Draconic Diagram is at 1. That card is so... That's another not fun card to deal with. If you play it and you have all the right effects, then you just basically win the game because you can't interact with it. No, I don't believe it. I'm out. For personal reasons, and also I'm going to use my personal reasons to justify what good game design really is. So no, I don't agree. Okay. No Masterpiece.
Unlimited. Morphing Jar number 2.
Number 2 is also very bad. I know how much you like jar cards. They're not here. It's all lies. We can't have those bad boys back. Morphing Jar is a magnet for horrible game design. They can't be back. I'm saying no.
Alright. Unlimited at 3. Performer Mage, Damage Juggler.
Damage Juggler is fine. And that's coming from the guy who wants to keep playing more Block Dragon Burning Abyss, and you can abuse that pretty well in that. But no one was playing it at 2 for the Perform Mage suite. 3 might make them, because it just makes the deck even more searchable, but I agree with it, but once again, it's like with Dad. It's nice that it's back to 3, but like, okay.
Performer Pal Monkey Board.
Oh, that one's a weird pick. I thought they wanted to stop Pendulum from being a thing. Yeah, I guess, because Monkey Board, if I'm remembering correctly, searches specifically Performa Pals. So I forget if Guitardle is still legal as well. And that's just like a free way to just plus while getting some nifty scales out. I'll agree with that. Monkey Board is kind of past its prime, so I'll go with that.
Tribe Infecting Virus 3.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Another meme card rises again. You know, I know a lot of people are saying that the Tribe Infecting Virus can come back and there'll be no consequences. And maybe this is a symptom of my poor, prioritizing of what's actually good in this game. Especially because there can be only one kind of effect the opposite problem, and that's played at 3. But I still feel like a kill card for a whole type at any time is crazy, because then it'll be a lot harder to build decks around having a single typed monster. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very fond of having that. There's so many of them. So I feel like that one's false. There's no Tribe Infecting Virus back.
Okay, unlimited. Sky Striker Ace Kagari.
Well, yeah, if you're getting rid of Engage, then you can definitely have 3 Kagari. I mean that. Even if what I said, what I actually predicted it going to 1, I think Kagari is just fine because this is a way where you can throw all of your spells in the graveyard and then have Kagari recur the cards that are already in your grave instead of getting to search your entire deck for a card and then getting to draw off of it again. So, yeah, I would agree with that. I think you can have your Kagaris back if you're losing so many engages.
Necros of Unicorn.
Oh my god, the ritual players. Mono Blutron must be going crazy right now. Sure, I want to see Necros back. I'm even though they were my biggest enemy, I'm nostalgic for the one time I went to a Worlds. And Necros have just interesting game design and just being able to shut off the extra deck like that, especially with Master Rule 5 on the horizon, is going to be pretty funky. So I think 3 Unicorn is totally chill and believable.
Book of Moon, unlimited.
I guess? Oh, wow, that's a... Book of Moon is in a very weird spot right now. There's this juxtaposition between Link Monsters were the big craze, and it was completely unaffected by Book of Moon, but you could use Book of Moon to stop big plays, and it wasn't doing anything if you were going first. If you're going second, it didn't do anything, because otherwise your opponent had their big play going on. But then it just let your opponent run over you. So getting to play 2 more copies of that one might get people to play it more. And it's a funny answer to a lot of cards. It's not once per turn in my recollection, and then it just turns things off. Like Dingirsu, it can't protect any cards if it's face down. And there's the inevitable, if not unknown, release of Dragoon of Red Eyes, and having as many... No, Dragoon of Red Eyes can be targeted, so that doesn't work on him. Never mind. It was wishful thinking to think that it could be used for the powers of good. But now that I'm thinking about all this, Book of Moon tends to be a degenerate card when it's available, and it hardly helps out anyone who's behind, and it doesn't really feel fun to duel against if you're trying to get ahead. So I'm saying no. I still think it's going to stay at 1.
The Phantom Knights Rank Up Magic launch, unlimited.
Yeah, because Azathoth is banned, launch should come back. I've missed being able to play Xyz Requiem Dragon, and it suffered for the Outer Entity's sins, so please bring back Rank Up Magic launch. Thank you, I appreciate that. I totally believe that.
Unlimited. Soul Drain.
No! Soul Drain, no. It's already unlimited! Isn't it? Which one's the one that... Skill Drain's the one that's limited. Soul Drain's still at 3, isn't it? They never touched that because it didn't do anything. I'm calling out. That's not true.
Graceful Charity at 3.
Yeah. Pass. We know that's a lie. Go. Move on.
Pot of Greed at 3.
But what does it even do? You can't put a card in a format and no one understands how to use it. Its text is so esoteric in its simplicity that it breaks the minds of lesser people. So obviously it's at 3. Go ahead.
Unlimited. Sir, Malbranch of the Burning Abyss.
Who?
Sir, Kerr, whatever.
Seer at 3?
Yeah.
That's same as Tour Guide. I can't let myself believe that I would get such a gift on a ban list. They can't give Seer back to they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't let it happen. I'm saying no.
Graf, Malbranch of the Burning Abyss.
Same thing. They're not going to let me have my good boy and my good piggy back. They're still at 1, and I'm very sad about that one.
Last one. Unlimited. Dark Hole.
That's fine. I mean, no, is it fine though? Because it's that same thunderstorm or lightning storm scenario. They're trying to push that card out, and Dark Hole hits even more things than lightning storm. Burping is greatly timed. It hits even more things, and even though Dark Hole hits both sides of the field, it's still just a great one-sided removal if you don't have anything. And normally, yeah, you have to control no face-up monsters to use Lightning Storm anyway. So you just use Dark Hole. I think no. There's no changes to Dark Hole. It's exactly how it was. Gotta give it an X, even though I like board wipes, but no, I don't think so.
That was all.
Alright. Oh, wow, that light is so bright. Alright, time to see how I did.
You have to finally pull out your phone.
God, finally. It's been crazy. I've been getting messages. It's like I can't risk you failing me, people. Ruining my okay. I just pulled up Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization and I saw that Tribe Infecting Virus is the lead card, so well, that's alright, so wow, they really did get rid of Harp Horror. Oh my god. Wow. They printed that weird new Orcus card in Eternity Code. Why would they do that? Am I doing this wrong? Do you want to chime in about anything?
I mean, you're the one finding out which is true and which is not.
Sure, sounds good. Wow, yeah, Colossus ban. That's rough. Wow. Electromite, that's fine. Ib, fine. Tempest, thought. You did lie about Sunlight Wolf. I knew it. I knew they wouldn't get rid of him. He's too integral to how the whole deck works. But I am glad that Mirage Dahlia was gone. Because now they can't just make their link plays like they used to and make a free Sunlight Wolf essentially.
But was I correct about one certain spell card being forbidden?
2 of them. I don't know why Brilliant Fusion is gone now.
Because fuck Brilliant Fusion.
No one was playing it.
It's just a bad card.
God, and then Engage is out too. That's so wow, man. Rip Striker, I guess, because we say that every time, but Engage is the card. I'm sorry, it's the card that puts the whole deck together. Okay, limited Nessie, Pankratops, Servant. No, why is Lithos Sage legal? No!
You wanted me to be lying about that one.
I did so bad.
Deal with your Lesage.
Nessie is at 1. That's, I guess, I understand it's fine. Dinosaur Pankratops, fine. I don't like when they hit side deck cards. It doesn't feel right to me. People are using that to fight crazy setups. Like, and now Pankratops at 1, and no one's gonna play Pankratops now.
Panko Crumbs.
No one's gonna play Panko Crumbs because that sucks. Servant of Endymion, that's fine. Card of Demise, I agree with. Draconic Diagram, fine. Into the Void. Pot of Avarice, though. I'm not going crazy, right? I'm looking something up real quick. I'm not going crazy that Pot of Avarice is like the card that should never. Like, it's almost worse than Pot of Greed. Because it's just like, oh, this has got all our free cards. It is. Whatever. I don't know, man.
By the way, I lied about Mystic Mine.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god. You lied about Mystic Mine and it's still in the game. You absolute mad lads. I hate it. It needs to go away. For personal reasons, I admit. I don't want to have to play Twin Twisters in my deck that can only play, because it was limited, right? In my Sekka's Light, Burning Abyss, oh my god. No, I'm upset. It was an interesting build around. Oh, I'm frustrated. Red Reboot, sure. Semi-limited. Oh my god, Tour Guide is it too?
Yeah, that's the one I knew you were going to be excited about.
Oh my god. Wow, okay. I might just pivot to just regular Burning Abyss now if they're going to get rid of Sekka's Light. Mind Control being it too. Whatever, Deep Sea Diva, that makes sense. And then Unlimited. Okay, so you lied about Cyberjar.
Yeah, I lied about Cyberjar.
So sorry. Okay, Dark Arm Dragon, Lady Debug. Damage Juggler, Tribe Infecting Virus. I know I talked a lot of stuff about it, but I guess it's fine. I just... whatever. Kagari, makes sense. Book of Moon at 3. Okay. I'm sure. I guess. We'll see how that goes. Launch is fine. Soul Drain is at 3. Wow, okay, so it wasn't at... Okay, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about with Soul Drain, but Solemn Warning is now at 3, and none of the other Solemns were banned.
Yeah.
So we've got triple of all the best Solemn counter traps.
Time to play Fairy Deck.
I guess that now is the best time to play the counter trap deck with the 3 best counter traps in the game completely legal, with a card that lets you skip cost also legal. I guess Altergeist can go in a ditch or something because they're just they've had such a bigger tournament success, and there's absolutely no way that they're going to be able to fight the completely untested with 0 results fairy deck that just got 1 card back. That's totally how that's going to work. Ooh, wow, okay, retrospective here. Thunder Dragons. Colossus was the payoff. Titan is a big chonker, but Colossus is the reason that you play that deck. I don't know what they're going to do without it. And like, it was such a good enabler for everything too. Like, if you just summoned a thing, you just distributed it away and got the Field to Grave effect. It's a linchpin. Same with Sky Striker. You needed Engage. Mirage Stallion might not have been the big card like Sunlight Wolf is, but Sunlight Wolf is like an anchor. Mirage Stallion made the deck powerful. Like, it was just, you played normally, you got to bounce a threat, and Mirage Stallion essentially gave you free cards. Wow, and then Harp Horror just gone. Like, that's how you draw the cards out of the deck, which was one of the deck's biggest ways of making their plays happen. Now you can't even rely on... Like no amount of Foolish Burialing is going to let you take a card from the Forbidden Zone and put it into your graveyard, so... Yikes. Those are some good sirens. Okay, so this whole list goes into effect on the 20th, so this is the last weekend you can play any of these decks. What is going on? Gee whiz. So they hit the power card of basically all 4 of the big decks right now. So now we have to... And then they've lowered the power level of a lot of other things. But then they also took away a lot of answers to powerful things. So I don't know where we're at, guys. This is going to be one of those formats where, mark my words, by Monday, YuGiTube is going to be flooded with Fire Fist are the new meta, or heckin' Dino Mist are the new meta. Everyone's going to come out of the woodwork with their crazy brews, and I can't wait for that stuff to happen. Like, I sound disparaging. I'm not. Go and brew your decks like crazy. I want to see the silliest things now that there's not a boss monster that stops searching, an enabler that bounces cards for no reason, an enabler that turns on an entire unfair Dark Machine deck, and a spell card that was... How did it get out of R&D? This is ridiculous, and it's time for me to start brewing too, because I need to put my horrible deck building traits to the test. So I'll see all of you in the next duel. Take care.
What he really means is he's making Burning Abyss again.
Shut up. Shut up.
Your Dantes are waiting for you.
It's not true. That's not happening.
You're just taking the blocks out now.
It's happening.